On his first day working at the nursing home, he immediately noticed something strange. The nursing home was full of frail old people, yet strange lewd noises kept coming from their rooms. John curiously peeked through the crack in the door, and saw a white-haired old man wearing a mask. John found it very bizarre. How could such weak old men be so energetic? Not only that, all the elders here were acting oddly. They swam and exercised in the pool. They didn't look like people in their 80s at all. While John was organizing his belongings, a scream suddenly came from the pool. An old man had been injured. John quickly rushed over to disperse the crowd. On his first day at work, he ran into something this strange. John felt deeply uneasy, but all he could do was pray. However, that night the strange events happened again. While John was sleeping, someone suddenly called his name with a miserable cry. John woke up instantly, but he thought it was just a nightmare. Then another scream came from upstairs. John was terrified. Before he could figure out what was going on, he noticed that his door had been opened. John cautiously locked it again, then lay back in bed. Even though the nursing home was creepy, John couldn't quit the job. It turned out that John was a rebellious young man. A few days ago he had been arrested for graffiti. Although his adoptive father was disappointed in him, he still pulled strings to plead with the judge. In the end, the judge said, as long as John worked as a volunteer at a nursing home for a while, he could avoid going to jail. The next night, a masked person quietly slipped into John's room. She carefully lay down beside him. Soon John sensed something strange.
Do you like what you saw yesterday?
Fortunately, it was only a nightmare. Just as John relaxed, he suddenly found the door open again. Could the masked person really have come? The thought made John fully awake. He went to the masked person's room to investigate, but everything looked normal there. John thought he was just overthinking. However, just as he was about to leave, another scream echoed from upstairs. John froze in place. He couldn't hold back his curiosity any longer. John went up the stairs. He pried the door open with a wire, but when he pushed the door open, he was horrified by what he saw. Inside the room there were more than a dozen old people imprisoned. They were restrained in wheelchairs. Their skin was rotting. Drool was dripping from their mouths, and even worse, strange fluid was flowing from their eyes. John was deeply shocked. Then an old man in the corner noticed him. John felt that the man looked familiar, but the next second the old man suddenly began shouting wildly. John was scared out of his wits. Luckily, the doctor arrived in time and restrained the old man. John thought he had made a terrible mistake, and that he would be fired today. But strangely, the director only scolded him a little and didn't pursue the matter. After leaving the office, John went outside to sweep the fallen leaves. Then he noticed at a fourth-floor window, an old man had bitten his finger and was drawing strange symbols on the glass, as if trying to tell John something. John recognized him as the one who attacked him the day before, and this old man looked eerily similar to his late brother. John's brother had mysteriously died during college, but strangely his adoptive parents didn't let him attend the funeral. Could this old man on the fourth floor be connected to his brother? To find out the truth, John hid a camera in the flower pot in the hallway. That night he began